In the world of Demon Slayer, there's this terrifying enemy that holds a significant position in the upper moon ranks among the 12 Kizuki, a group of powerful demons. We've already made a video on the upper moon rank 1 Kokushibo, so now we'll be talking about the hidden truths you might not know about the upper moon rank 3 Akaza. As a demon, Akaza possesses a muscular physique, his fair skin taking out a unique bright green tinge to white hue. Intricate patterns of thick blue lines adorned his body, similar to criminal tattoos he bore during his human days. These blue lines traced unique patterns across his face, curving through each eye and extending from below his ears to over his temples. Another line ran through the center of his hairline to the bridge of his nose, creating a distinctive facial motif. The center line ran along his chest, branching off into his stomach. The lines on his arms extended down to his shoulders and biceps, with each finger and toe donning a dark blue hue and orange fingernails, creating an eerie yet captivating appearance. Akaza's short, vibrant hair fluffed around his head, accompanied by inward tilting yellow eyes. He's got pink eyelashes and blue sclera resembling cracked glass, adding a unique touch. And in his irises, the kanji for upper rank 3 is engraved. He opted for some minimal clothing, wearing a short, sleeveless, dark purple-pink haori that exposed his chest, adorned with a square pattern on the back. He's got baggy white pants rolled just below the knee, and a blue rope belt completing his ensemble. Akaza also prefers to go barefoot, adorned with a chain of large round pearls around each ankle. In his human days, Akaza also retained a muscular physique, with the same pink eyelashes, but with black hair. Pale blue eyes replaced the vibrant yellow, and 3 black criminal tattoos on each forearm. And he wore a dark blue-gray yukata. Before becoming a demon, Akaza was once a skilled martial artist named Hakuji. Living over a century ago, a man burdened by the trials of life and a relentless pursuit of strength. Hakuji's early life was marked by hardship, born to a father plagued by illness. And desperate to afford medicine, he resorted to pickpocketing, a choice that led to brutal consequences, including criminal tattoos and the grim nickname, the Demon Child. And unfortunately, his father would succumb to illness, and the loss of his father would set Hakuji on a dark path. Being banished from his hometown, he faced societal scorn and cruelty. However, an unexpected encounter with the owner of a village dojo, Keizo, would change the course of his life. Entrusted with the care of Keizo's ailing daughter, Koyuki, Hakuji discovered purpose and an opportunity for redemption. Yet, fate had other plans. A rival dojo's ruthless act poisoned Keizo and Koyuki, shattering Hakuji's vow and plunging him into despair. Fueled by grief and rage, he unleashed a brutal assault on the rival dojo, catching the attention of the Demon King Muzan Kibutsuji. Muzan then offered Hakuji a twisted chance at strength, transforming him into the demon Akaza. With his memories erased, Hakuji became an unstoppable force driven by the uncontented desire for power, though the origin of his hunger remained unknown. And now, as Akaza, he embarked on a journey of violence, catching Muzan's eye. Despite his demonic nature, however, Akaza adhered to a particular code, refraining from harming women or girls, a choice that set him apart in the ruthless world of demons. But his journey does take a dark turn as he becomes entangled in the world of demons, losing his humanity and adopting the name Akaza. Akaza, despite his demonic nature, is characterized by stubbornness, harshness, and a quick temper. He's a pretty bloodthirsty fighter, and he possesses an intense desire to engage with and overcome formidable opponents. His respect is reserved for the strong, while arrogance is reserved for the weak. This arrogance for the weak roots back to a painful incident in Akaza's past when his teacher and fiancé fell victim to a poisoning led by a rival dojo. Unable to defeat Akaza in a fair fight, they resorted to treachery, leaving scars that fueled his hatred for weakness. And this relentless pursuit of strength is a distorted manifestation of a buried desire to protect his loved ones. However, this noble intent has been twisted by his demonic transformation, shaping him into a relentless and ferocious enemy. Akaza harbors ill feelings towards his fellow upper moons, viewing them as rivals. And this hostility is particularly pronounced toward Kokushibo, the upper rank 1, and Doma, the upper rank 2, both holding higher ranks than him. His interactions with powerful opponents are marked by a unique form of respect, as he seeks to learn and remember their names. And behind all this cruelty, there is a unique code within Akaza, as he refrains from eating women, even though it would enhance his strength. This choice is a testament to his complex morality and comes from special permission granted by Muzan. He often dislikes himself and cares more about others than his own happiness. Even after forgetting everything, Akaza somehow kept deep emotions for Koyuki. Doma even observes that for centuries as a demon, Akaza adamantly refused to harm or consume women, and this hesitation, driven by his intense craving for strength, probably comes from his little and unclear memories of Koyuki. Akaza's blood demon art, called Destructive Death, merges martial arts with destructive shockwaves and the Soryu style he mastered in his human life. The shockwaves are blue, taking forms like invisible air pressure or energy like spikes. Akaza can generate them at will from any body part and in various shapes. In battle, he combines shockwaves with punches and kicks, enveloping strikes in a faint blue light. When initiating a fight, Akaza uses technique development, starting with a unique Soryu-style stance. The shockwaves combined with the Soryu style allow Akaza to launch long-range barrages and precise short-range strikes. In his battle with Gyojiro, he forced the Flame Hashira to close the gap, exploiting his barehanded style. The shockwaves can smash ribs and internal organs, demonstrating immense power. Akaza's compass needles is a sensory technique that takes the form of a light blue snowflake with the numbers 1 to 12 scattered throughout it. With this compass, he can sense his opponent's attacks, movements, and abilities beforehand. The journey of Akaza on the Mugen Train is a battleground for life and death where the flames of destiny flicker in the darkness. The aftermath of Enmu's defeat ushers in a new threat Akaza, seeking eternal life and strength. Injured and vulnerable, Tanjiro faces imminent danger until the arrival of the Flame Hashira Kyojuro Rengoku. Akaza, impressed by Kyojuro's strength, extends an offer of transformation into a demon. The battlefield then becomes a stage for a fierce duel where Kyojuro fights valiantly, absorbing the damage inflicted by Akaza. However, despite a breathtaking clash of techniques, the outcome remains uncertain. Kyojuro manages a devastating blow to Akaza's neck, but the demon retaliates, mortally impaling Kyojuro. In a moment of desperation, Akaza begs Kyojuro to embrace immortality, but the Flame Hashira refuses, clinging to his humanity. With the sun on the horizon, Kyojuro uses his last ounce of strength to restrain Akaza. Torn between admiration and fury, he escapes by sacrificing his own limbs. Tanjiro and Inosuke intervene, attempting to thwart Akaza's escape, but the demon flees, leaving a trail of chaos behind. In a desperate chase, Tanjiro confronts Akaza, piercing his chest with a determined strike. And ever so defiant, Tanjiro condemns the fleeing demon, declaring the indomitable strength of the Demon Slayer Core. And with that, the Mugen Train becomes a testament to the unwavering spirit of humanity against the forces of evil. The journey of Akaza continues in the Entertainment District, a labyrinth of mysteries and shadows where the dance of demons appears. Having faced the might of Kyojuro and suffered the consequences, Akaza then reports to the elusive Muzan, residing as a young boy in a mysterious pharmacy. Despite defeating a Hashira, Muzan, the puppet master, expresses dissatisfaction, emphasizing that victory holds no meaning until the entire Demon Slayer Core is eradicated. And now the stage is set for a relentless pursuit as the demon seeks to settle the score and erase the stain on his pride. As the story continues and the upper ranks gather in the Infinity Castle, Akaza, Doma, and Kokushibo clash in a heated exchange. Dangerous declarations echo through the castle as Akaza, driven by an unquenchable desire, vows to surpass all obstacles in his path. And inside the Infinity Castle, the clash between Akaza, Tanjiro, and Gyu reaches its peak. Ambushing with relentless ferocity, Akaza, the upper rank, targets Tanjiro and Gyu, plunging them into a struggle that tests the limits of their strength. Despite the odds stacked against them in this 2-on-1 duel, Akaza overpowers the pair, expressing his disdain for the weak. But Tanjiro, fueled by his unwavering beliefs, counters with the conviction that the strong should protect the weak. Tanjiro's words strike a chord with Akaza, briefly awakening forgotten memories of his human past. Enraged, Akaza attacks an illusion of his mentor, Keizo, in a futile attempt to erase his own vulnerability. With instinctual precision, Akaza exploits his heightened senses, but Gyu, fueled by determination, awakens his Demon Slayer mark to counter the relentless assault. And in a desperate attempt, Tanjiro unveils a technique from his father's memory, the Transparent World, revealing the culmination of his training and growth. The battle then escalates, and in a surprising turn, Tanjiro not only surpasses Akaza's speed, but also eradicates his killing intent, rendering the upper rank senses useless. And the climactic moment arrives as Tanjiro, embodying his newfound strength, decisively decapitates Akaza, achieving the very pinnacle he had strived for. However, Akaza isn't going down without a fight, as Relentless, even in death, attempts to resist by reattaching his head, prompting Gyu to intervene with a final decisive blow. In the aftermath of the relentless battle, a surprising turn unfolds as the spirit of Koyuki intervenes, holding back Akaza's relentless pursuit. In a poignant moment, Koyuki questions Akaza's ceaseless quest for strength, prompting a flood of memories from his past. Akaza recalls the promises he couldn't keep, the desperate attempt to steal medicine for his sick father, and the ruthless vengeance he sought for the murder of his loved ones. As Koyuki's spirit guides him through these memories, Akaza's consciousness transcends back to that of Akuji, the man he once was. And even as his body begins to regenerate, Akaza refuses to succumb to the demon within. Unwilling to embrace the darkness, he takes control of his body and makes a fateful decision. Akaza, now acknowledging his defeat at Tanjiro's hands, chooses to end the cycle. With a resolute determination, he commands his body to destroy itself. And passing through the realms, Hakuji encounters the forgiving spirits of his father and Keizo, who grant him absolution for his past crimes. Yet, Muzan's lingering influence attempts to reclaim Akaza, threatening to erase Hakuji's redemption. And in a final decisive act, Koyuki's spirit pulls him away from the grasp of darkness. And after Koyuki and Hakuji got reunited once again, Koyuki chose to go to hell with Hakuji. And, whew, that was one hell of a story. But before we end this video about Akaza, here's some more trivia about him that some of you might not know about him. First off, Akaza was reincarnated as a human, and Koyuki became Hakuji's fiancé years after. This is in the book of Kimetsu Academy. Did you know that Akaza holds the distinction of being the first Upper Moon to grace the series? And Tanjiro's fateful encounter with this formidable demon marks a pivotal moment in the narrative. Despite being both demons, Akaza stands in stark contrast to his Upper Moon counterpart, Doma. Akaza is painted in a more sympathetic and tragic light, embodying honor and respect. And in a peculiar twist, he refuses to harm or consume women, setting him apart from the malevolence of his fellow demons. Akaza also takes the center stage as the sole Upper Moon to assume the role of the boss in the video game adaptation, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba: The Hinokami Chronicles. In the eyes of Mugen, Akaza earned a special place among the upper moods, as his unwavering seriousness and his loyalty garnered favor from the formidable Demon King. And there you have it, a glimpse into the intriguing facts about Akaza, the formidable Upper Mood 3. Again, thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't checked out our video on Kokushibo, be sure to check it out right over here, and we also have a video on Inosuke and Doma as well if you want to watch those. But if there are any specific characters you want us to talk about, then be sure to let us know in the comments down below.